got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 61 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. 13. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Edwards. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Luck. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Luck. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but so 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing on 3rd down. Locke. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the ball comes loose. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. A little costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
Luck on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Second and 10, Luck again. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Point after, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The Jaguars getting set to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, Where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Luck now to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Now it's Hines. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Rolling. 6 to the 200. Look up. 190. 3 down. Easy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the gun, here's Luck. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Luck. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. This is Howard on 2nd down. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. He may try and run for this. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. He has enough for the 1st down on the keeper, a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Jaguars. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Love. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Looking deep downfield. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep back over. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
This is caught. 23. Yards on the play. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll go with Foreman, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
12, 11, 11.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Caught. Seferian-Jenkins, right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the Colts coming out now. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, easy.
A shotgun snap for Locke. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, easy.
Back to the air, Locke on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 58 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
No problem there on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here. Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. On first down, Garoppolo. And his throw is going to be incomplete. That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done. Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jordan Howard
Hubbard. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a first down throw. Locke. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go! 16!
Locke on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They're going to go. It's Locke. He's going to look deep down the field into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the handoff, this is Howard. Room to run past midfield. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Gordon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And a forced turnover on. And he puts it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. A little juke. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw on 2nd down is Love. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
On first down, it's Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 2nd and 10, Luck again. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On first down, they run with Mallory. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
12.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Love. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
Go ahead. Color. All day, every day.
On first down, Love under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Luck now on second down. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Luck. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Luck throwing again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Garoppolo looking to throw. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Looking long for Westbrook. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, come on. Go ahead.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jimmy Garoppolo keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Luck on first down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Give him 7 on the play. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. One last throw here for Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Riley Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.